You know, I've been a car designer for about 5 years now and a liar for about 10. So I'm kind of surprised I haven't actually designed a car and made it on this channel yet. Oh wow, yeah, that'll work. And of course, it's gotta be Sonic related too, because every video has to be just a little bit cringe. And the first step to designing a car is to design it. So I've designed the car. A good little tip to when designing a car is to take the car that you're thinking of and try and draw it on the tablet. For scale reference, we're gonna use this Lego wheel. And that's actually pretty standard within the car industry. You can look into your own car right now or your parents' cars, because you're all 3. And you'll see a lot of just outsourced Lego parts for those things, especially among Toyotas, Subarus, the Japanese type vehicles. And as you're drawing this out, you always want to make sure that you're overestimating how much material you'll need, because not because you can always cut things out, but you can't add them, but because you tend to sketch out designs smaller, just you individually, because you're stupid. This is a targeted attack, and the only reason it's not going to look exactly like Sonic and is going to look more like a car is because I don't hold the copyright property. Sega doesn't like me that much lately. They're really upset that I stopped making Sonic Boom YTPs. And what's up with videos. They're still pretty salty about it, to be honest. Which I stopped doing because I hate Sonic and Sega and my fans. Well, I like that. Oh, like look how it just flakes off like that. It's like a well-cooked car. Pop out like that. It's Sonic! From the looks of it, it's way too wide for being a car of its own stature. Like, if this was a Hummer, that'd be one thing. This is not Hummer. Hummer is Sonic's other friend. This one's supposed to be Sonic. Ooh, she's smoking. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to get flirtatious on video. If you put X's, then the cutting team knows what parts they're supposed to cut out and what parts they're supposed to keep. Hey guys, I'm the cutting team. Wow, this is really well marked and I know exactly what I'm supposed to do. That Peter guy is a saint, honestly. Just how much he cares about me personally, despite my job being just, I'm but a lowly foam cutter. He would absolutely like, just never do a bad thing, ever. He wouldn't even kill someone and get canceled on YouTube because of it. Like that's how much I think of him. He would even like have really good like fashion sense. Wear like a bus on a shirt. Makes him look like a 50-year-old man who lives in Florida. If I don't get outside right now and stop breathing this, I think I might have permanent brain damage. But see, the funny thing was I already had permanent brain damage from birth due to my hair color, so going outside changed nothing. All right, as you can see, suffocation risk. Don't kill children. You can kill your parents though. All right, basically we're gonna sand this down now. I think sanding works on foam. You'll be happy to hear that, Doc. Oh wait, you didn't hear me? Oh, this really is gonna be terribly unfun as a video segment because I can't talk while I'm doing it. Okay, is this allowed? It's loud! So in case people aren't very big on these time-lapse sections, you can either watch that or this Draw My Life video. So basically, when I was first born, I was diagnosed with stupid. Eventually I grew up and I still have it, and now we're here. And I'm sanding foam with an orbital sander. Okay, you'll notice everything is now covered in styrofoam, including my Sunday best. We're gonna call this good for the general shape. Again, this is still general, because it hasn't been upgraded to Admiral yet. What am I gonna say? All right, here's a short montage of me cleaning up all the styrofoam because it's really satisfying. Just kidding, it really wasn't that interesting. And it had absolutely nothing to do with Sonic whatsoever. So you wanna cover your Sonic car in plexiglass. Well, first off, let's get some ownership straight. This is my Sonic car, and I've got no friggin' clue what I'm doing. And there's a few videos that you can watch on YouTube if you are wondering how to do it. I just personally don't want to look them up because I just can't be bothered. I'll take this dude, I think. Just do this, I guess. So this is a bit of a weird predicament for me. I've got pretty much the whole thing covered, but a lot of it is still needs to be smoothed out, but I can't really smooth it out until it hardens just a little bit so I can get like these lips in and different things. Like, you see how it is, right? I'm actually, in order to progress through this video further, required to go for a walk. Therefore, the passage of time will commence. Then I can come back when it's slightly harder and deal with it then. You can see what kind of a predicament I'm in. I kind of have to leave you guys. A little bit awkward, but I'm gonna have to ask you guys to essentially leave. Well, the plexiglass is mostly hardened. Now, part of the reason we put this on here was to have a thick enough layer that we could continue to sand and grind and get all the body lines right, and we need a thicker layer of stuff over this. So what do we do about that? Well, you'll notice we are in a kitchen, and then I've got a big old bucket of frosting. Now, I'm actually not even talking right now. This is narration that I've added after the fact. You just can't tell because I'm wearing my breathalyzer. Now, I'm using exactly 2 cups at a time. If you try and put more than 2 cups of frosting on a car at once, you'll get too excited and eat it. There's an exact scientific measurement to how much self-control a person can have when frosting a car, and that's just straight up something you don't want to mess with. Layer this on here. Do some of this. Now, a good tip at this point while you're waiting for it to dry is to go get some real cake so that you're not hungry next time, just because there's always a chance that you might cave and start to eat it. So let's take a cake break. Even you as a viewer should probably take a cake break too, or you might try to eat the video as you're watching it. I can tell the fumes are getting to my brain because I'm just rapid firing saying the funniest things I've ever said. All right, time for another layer here. And I noticed when I was doing the first one, I was starting to get just a tad lightheaded from the fumes because this isn't a very well ventilated area. So always make sure you're wearing the proper attire for the job you're doing. This should make it a lot easier for me to remain mentally sound while making this cake. Round 2 of the silver goo, electric Suzy Lou. Fumes are getting to me already. There's something comical about this. I think I look really stupid doing it. Honestly, things are going better than I thought they would with this, especially considering I didn't actually eat cake off camera. All right, this pigment's a little darker than the last one, so I have even less time. The stakes just keep getting higher as this video continues. It'll probably get so exciting by the end that I'm cliff jumping. So much filler. It's like I'm watching an episode of insert TV show that would offend you if I told you it had a lot of filler. All that fun stuff, I tell you. All right, fumes are getting to you, Peter. Get out of the room. So while that was drying, I started sanding the entire thing, and here's a little bit of a time lapse, but since some people really don't like the time lapse, I thought I'd throw some gameplay in that you could watch instead. This is just what I tend to do on a normal day. I play some Sonic, XA, Hedgehog's coloring, and there's a couple good ones in here that I kind of like to do. I just have to watch this real quick. How do I play the game? How do I... Oh, there's a skip button. Get out of here. Stop. Oh my gosh. I don't want it. How do I go back to Sonic? I like making him red. Essentially. Just because it's kind of my favorite color. Oh hey, I got his shoes right. Alright, good game. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Okay, it's been 4 or 5 days, I think, of sanding this thing and then adding body filler and then sanding it and then adding body filler. And if I went for like another 5 days, it would be literally perfect with no visible flaws whatsoever. But I figure just for the sake of the video, this will be as good as we get it. And it's pretty smooth, and I like rubbing it. Is it perfectly symmetrical? Yes. Yes, it is. But the main wheel is going to be about this size and use these Lego tires because I don't know how to make tires myself. So we'll go something like that, right? If you've ever seen a car, you might kind of be privy to that knowledge already. And we want all the wheels to be identical, but I don't want them to look like this. I want to do a little customary design to it, much like I do with the English language. I make up customary words. I customize them. They're not real. So we want to make 4 identical ones of these, and we're going to use silicone molds to do so, which I've never done. Commonly used with chest implants, fun little fact. Step 1, fetch same volume of part A and B with measuring cup. Pour both into mixing cup. You forgot to fill this one. There's nothing in it. One of these. I think I may have actually measured this perfectly. I absolutely did. Now what I didn't do perfectly is seal this because it is leaking. This glue is not hardening. It's gonna leak everywhere. Ow. It's just a waiting game now. Let's just wait and see. All right. Okay, I'm about to go to bed, but I want to see how this turned out. Mama. Bloop. Night. All right, as you can see, it turned out questionable. I don't care, I'm gonna tamper with it anyway. I've cut out a stencil for the wheel design, and man, it took me so long to figure this thing out. Yes, looks a little bit weird, a little wonky, but it's like Sonic shoes. So like, I just had like this divine inspiration, basically, to have it be kind of Sonic themed. It just seems like it's kind of, I gotta sand this and design this to be on this so I can make another mold to make 4 of these. So we're just gonna jump into another time lapse. This time I'll either give you the option of watching that or a really epic questions and answers video to boost my ego. All right, so the first question from No Name is, what's the song playing during Nickelodeon baseball part? I appreciate the question. I personally don't like to get into my personal life on the internet, so I'm gonna have to skip that one. Gamer Kid says, what's with the Sims music in the background unless you bought the license for it, which I very much doubt. So questions like this are kind of have to do with legal issues, behind the scenes stuff, and I don't really like getting into my personal life on the internet, so I'm just gonna kind of... HDX Rain asks, whatever happened to 4 Kids? And this is another one where what goes on behind the scenes with myself and my personal life and what's up with 4 Kids is just kind of personal. I like to keep that stuff off the internet. Spider says, what's up with them anyway? Honestly, man, way too personal. I try to keep this stuff off the internet, so please don't leave comments like this. So I think that's all we got. Don't forget to leave comments for the next Q&A when I'm like sanding a wooden cake that's shaped like Mario's head for the next video. So I don't want to go too much into what the next video is. I like to keep that sort of stuff off the internet, personal life things. All right, quick update. I made this little side view mirror that will go like right around here at some point. This is it. And I'll give you the option this time of either watching a time lapse of how I made that or looking at a blank screen. So what we're gonna do is make another silicone mold for one of these. We have 2 of them. I think you can do that with something made of wood. If so, I will make a mold of my house. But we're just gonna mix up another mold and do this. And for this, we're gonna do a split screen of you can either watch nothing or nothing at all, because I don't actually bother recording this part. You've seen me do a silicone mold. We're just gonna move on. Well, that is a horrible camera angle. Okay, it's been a little bit. My car production company got bailed out by the government several times during the process of molding these. This one didn't turn out perfect. The other ones turned out just fine. I'm going to paint them. Then I'm going to paint this. I added body lines. You might notice I'm very quick and concise right now. I've had 5 days to think about what I'm going to say here. So the next step will be to primer and paint all of these things, and then here we actually have the headlights, taillights, front grille, some different things. So that'll have to be done after the painting process, but I just wanted to put them here to kind of show you, to tantalize you with how exciting these things are going to be. These are car handles. Keep your shirt on. Relax. I wanted to show off the side view mirrors real quick. See? Oh, it actually focused. Nice. I hope you like them. Sorry, I'm very nervous. I'm not normally this close to someone's face. We got a hot glue 'em on the side real quick, and then we'll just get to the priming montage. And what's fun about the priming montage is that you'll get the option between either watching the priming montage or the option to go out and like do something with yourself, go outside or a jog or something like that. Actually, you can watch the next painting process or these scenes from the next Legend of Zelda. Nah, just kidding. We're going into nature. You can live vicariously through my natureness. I got some fun things here. Hold on. Oh, look at that. I know, right? That's crazy. There's another one here. I'll show you guys. Hold on. It's like right. It's under there. See that one? I destroyed it at some point. I did. I thought I did. But no, apparently not. It's kind of back. Which is kind of fun. Like, especially in this day and age where we've got all of the Marvel films, it's like when an evil villain comes back, that's what it's all about. That's the excitement. I want to show you guys these one other flowers here real quick too. I thought it was kind of cool. I always thought it kind of looked like if it was an ice cream flavor, I would eat it. Then just one last little thing I want to show you. This is my security system. My camera in the backyard. I'll kill you if I see you on my property. Howdy, boys. That's right, all you girls watching can go just develop a cure for cooties. It's boy time. The paint job is complete. It's really good. It's perfect. It's not perfect. That was a lie. But it is pretty solid, considering I don't really do painting for a living and I haven't worked in the car industry for a while. We've got a few finishing touches to do. First off, the wheels, which should be the easiest part, so I'm gonna get them out of the way right now. They just bring the whole look together once you get the tires on and the wheels attached. I considered making a working engine in this thing and then having the wheels actually be on a turning axle with a differential and all the different things that you might need. But I like saying but. The fitment too perfectly aligned with the body line. And as I'm adding things like door handles, I kind of realize how there's just this big thing sticking at the top that looks just a little bit funny. Kind of wanted to think of some kind of practical reason for this. And I think it's gonna be that this is not a Sonic car, it's actually Sonic. It's like a redesign, kind of like with Sonic Boom, and this is just where his brain is, essentially. I also cut these little mirror dudes. If you guys want to see the design process behind like the headlights and the grill and whatnot, it was kind of like... It's a grill. Some of you will recognize this as it's an upside down grill from your dad's back porch. I actually like how these headlights look. And there's no tailpipe because it's an electric car, so just shut up. The very last thing we have to do is the windshield, and it's really been bothering me that I didn't do it sooner because this just looks extremely ugly. Come here, buddy. You can go right over here, okay? Remember, when working on projects like these, you can always take off more. You can't add back. Same goes with clothing. Something like that should be good. We're gonna make it tinted windows though. Not so like you can't see inside the gross, like gelatinous sludge that is the interior of this vehicle, but because but just because it looks cool. And so I brought it to a professional tinter's shop. Just kidding, I spray painted it. Professional kidding shop. All right, this is it. This absolutely is it, in fact. This is it. Yep, that's it. Oh, that is it. I'll tell you what, this definitely was it. I mean, that last little, that was it right there, that bit. It's not, it's not it. It's definitely it. I'd say that's it. I really would. No, but in all seriousness, this really, this is it. What more do you need when that's it. Yeah. All right, so that's it. Why did I make this?